I just had one of the most amazing interviews. I did Nina Kravitz and I researched so much for it. I read every single interview she's had and watched, probably like 50 interviews to prepare for this, you know, wrote it down on a piece of paper, chronological order, and I was just planning on doing it like how I normally do interviews, you know, from like the beginning to the end and kind of like an overview of their career or where they are now. And it just got me thinking like midway, like, you know what, like, what, I should just ask her something else. So I asked her about like religion, I asked her about like what love meant to her. Actually, before I was doing these video interviews, I asked a lot about like, what does love mean to you? And I actually quite like it because it does really show you as a person, and I like questions that every single person would interpret and answer differently. So I actually might add that in my, you know, I have like 4 or 5 questions that I ask everyone, like how they've grown as a person, how their music has changed, what they want to be remembered for. And I actually might add that one to the mix. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I'm still like, I feel like when I edit the interview, it will just be so interesting to hear it back, because sometimes when I'm like interviewing someone, my mind is on the next question, and like, you know, there can't be a pause, so your mind has to be on the next question, and you can't really like soak in all their answers and everything. I'm going now to Andrew's, and then we're going to go to West Hollywood, and after that we're gonna, I'm so full, I had like seafood yesterday, but after that we're gonna watch, I think it's called like Lovebird, this movie. It's like showing in all cinemas, it's like more indie style, but I guess it's like doing pretty well if it's like every single cinema in LA showing it. So, and I heard some pretty good things about it, and I think it's my type of film, so I'm going to watch it with him. And then we're gonna pick up some pies and cider and go to my cousin's place. My aunt and uncle came down from San Francisco, so we're all gonna just spend time together. And it's actually the first time that they're meeting Andrew, so I'm out of the cross the slide. It's kind of interesting now that, you know, he's living here and I'm here and he's meeting a lot of my family. It's really nice. Just look at this line, it's like brownies but for comedians. Hello! First time having a tostada. Movie time. Hi people, I think we really enjoyed that movie. I pretty recommend it. Got a bit teary. I'm kind of emotional in these vlogs, like the 8 facts about me. I was like bursting into tears. But now, hey guys, so I just finished the Snails interview. That was so much fun. He's so energetic and just like everything was perfect, better than what I thought it would be. So really happy with that. I hope you guys check that out. I'm meant to meet up with Andrew and I don't know what he's doing yet, so whatever, I'm just gonna walk, you know, get my sport on, gonna get those abs back that it's not here, it's not present. I used to have like 8-pack, it's crazy. I used to have 8-pack when I was swimming in high school because I did like butterfly and stuff, and that you really need like muscle. Even actually like Fred, like Snails was telling me, like, you have really strong arms, like holding that, the whole gear, the setup. I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, I have nothing. Guys, I'm the only one. Like walking around, it's like pretty empty. This is crazy to me. The only day that was kind of like this I remember was even crazier. It was in Hong Kong. It was Typhoon 10. Which is, I think, here they call it hurricanes, but I think hurricane, I don't know, write in the comments if you know the actual like difference, but I think hurricanes might be drier. I don't know, typhoons, at least in Hong Kong, has always been kind of wet, just crazy winds, and that day the government put on like Typhoon 10 warning, and it was weird because there was no wind at all. It was actually very eerie because Hong Kong, you know, is probably one of the most populated like cities, countries, whatever in the world, and I was the only one there. I remember because I lived near like the central CBD, and normally when you walk along that road, it's so loud and noisy. I did the Cosmos Midnight interview there, and it was crazy noisy. And I just remember, like, I went outside to have like all you can eat with my brother. It was so nice. Like, this restaurant invited, because I was like doing food vlogging back then, and then this restaurant invited my brother and I, and we're like, how is this restaurant still open? But actually people came through, and we were like, at first we were one of the first people eating there, but like, that was mad eerie. And this is kind of like this. Wow, holding my arm up is so tiring. Imagine if I started vlogging like this. It's like so unflattering, but I don't mind because it's so much more relaxing. Food time, my BBs. Yummy! Yay! Thank you. Food time! Yummy! Yummy time.
You get me have a bite.
Spicy tuna.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Sidewalk eats. AO eats.